Hey guys, my name is That Joe Guy, and welcome back to Subnautica. Well, since the our timer, it's been a little while since I played, and apparently, sorry, I just burped. I don't know if you guys could hear that. The episodes of me exploring the Aurora were just released. Yes, I am quite far ahead in terms of what episodes I've recorded, but I'm trying to bring that down a little bit, and I think I'm succeeding. But yeah, people were kind enough to highlight to me a couple of vague things that I may have missed in terminals such as this. Now, here we see something. Aha, yeah, it's very simply, it is an upgrade terminal. So in consoles like this, when I see, yeah, one is complete, I can have a look at them for upgrades. And yes, it turns out that the black box signal, apparently most people come to this area via the cargo bay, which is kind of interesting to me, considering that you need the propulsion cannon to get into either entrance, either the lab entrance, which is the one that I did, or the cargo bay entrance, which is the one where, you know, further up top where the locked cargo bay door is. But the lab entrance, if you already had the propulsion cannon, is the one that you would get to first. So why did so many people enter it by the top side? It just seems kind of, I don't know, that seems weird to me. Like, it's a thing that shouldn't be. So yes, maybe there's something in here as well, similarly. Cyclops energy efficiency module. Wow, that's huge, I think, because I don't think we have that yet. And then maybe on top of here. Ah. Eeh, there we go. Now, I cannot help but feel that something's a little different with the sound in this. I guess that's fine. I'll crank it up. That's really gonna mess with the recording though. Right here. No, there's nothing here, which is also okay. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm done here unless there's anything in the back. No. Why is that so quiet? Yes, let's see, hang on. Drive core chamber between 2 above water breaches, I've checked there. Check any electric podiums with 4 slots, which is kind of what I'm doing as well. I'm assuming that's what that commenter was referring to when told me about the thing between 2 above water breaches was that. Okay, so that's cool. This shouldn't take us very long. What else we got? We gotta go to the Seamoth chamber. Apparently there is a pleasant surprise that I will find in there. Who knows what that could be? Perhaps cake. We are yet to have cake. We have nutrition bars, but that is not cake. Oh, okay, so it's just this. Seamoth depth module Mark 1. Thanks, we got that. We do have that. And I suppose whilst I'm here I can scan this stuff for titanium. So yeah, it really was just that then. Oh, and also I may be able to ascertain exactly what it was that I did on the ship via use of the logs that we attained in the Aurora. Honestly, I forgot to look into that between sessions, and I'm not super interested right now. Let's give ourselves 1 tank of... what was alien data? Oh, the alien vent. These vents connect to an ancient piping network that extends beyond maximum scannable depth. The piping system is still functional. The inflow vent is drawing water from the surrounding area and pumping it to an unknown location below the surface. Warm, deoxygenated water is being expelled into the atmosphere. Most creatures are avoiding the vents. Peepers can be observed entering and exiting the pipe network without signs of distress. Further research required. I wonder if I can shrink myself to the size of a peeper. Again, it comes back to peepers. Why? Who knows? All we know is we have a giant bulbfish. Vast planet centuries old, while it dominates the surrounding area, a complex root system below the surface connects it with other bulbfishes in the area. Nutrient flow within this network suggests that the giant bulb is adapted to feed the weaker fishes and keep the forest healthy. Lovely, let's get ourselves above ground. So, here we go. Aurora survivors, no. This is the repulsion cannon one. I really need to make the repulsion cannon. Maybe that's something I need to do, because there's a couple things I want to do today which might make good use out of something like that. As the captain's log, you're exploring quietly in the background. Yeah. Captain Hot Dog Hollister, that's probably not me. Craig McGill, people have pointed out that I've heard a few stories about them. Apparently he's just an intrepid space survivor. Well, whether real or imaginary, I do not know. Okay, rendezvous. Yeah, no, all that stuff is fine. Here's that. Not that. Lab access. Not that. There's all this stuff and then notes to sell. 1806 is Yu's birthday. I could be you. That would be quite meta of the game to say, is like, who is the player? Well, it's you. Let's see. Weeks it feels like before we get home. But honestly, Huggins to Wilson. Giant robot suit, yeah. But I'm wondering if it's the stuff inside the Jenny Eckhart. And there's Wilson and Elheim. Just the stuff that we found in the quarters. I don't know. I really don't know where to go from that. So, you know what? I'm just not really going to worry about it too much. And I suppose that really is it. That's us for the Aurora. I can't really think of anything else that needs done. I'm not going to go back to the quarters because I wasn't told to, so I'm going to assume it's not necessary. And I don't think there's any vehicle upgrade consoles in here. With that in mind, on to the next thing, I suppose. Indeedy. Also observe, everybody. I have recolored the Cyclops to this sleek black and white number. Once again, simplicity wins out, but mainly I colored it this way to reflect its new name. The SS Dawnlet, the submarine ship, the sailing ship, whatever the hell you want to call it. Dawnlet, named after a long time viewer of mine, who once went by another name, but who changed the name to Dawnlet. And so in respect of their new choices, I went with that one. There was somebody else as well, Vigo, I know you wanted to get the Cyclops. I'm sorry about that. Dawnlet did get in there first, and I didn't have any other vehicles. There was somebody else who requested they wanted their name on a vehicle, but... well, I guess I might as well talk directly. Hidden Windshield also requested their name on something. I think maybe even a specific vehicle. But despite it being in the name, I can't, for some reason, name a vehicle Hidden Windshield. Or at least not the Cyclops. The idea of that being hidden, it's just a little bit silly to me. So I think that might be a future Seamoth name. But basically, how it's going to go is that everybody who requests the name, and there's only a few of you, so there's not a long waiting list at the moment, although if anybody wants a name, you can always leave it in the comments, and I will take it under advisement. Let me actually decide on where the hell I'm going next. Where am I going next? I know where I'm going next. Do I know where I'm going next? Yes, I'm going to Fungi Tower. You notice I've recolored these so that it's kind of like bases are red, violets are blue. I like your face, so let's go poke the poo. Great. I'm really pleased I said that. Yeah. So, obviously I've only got like 3 vehicle slots, so people who requested specifically vehicle, that's bearing in mind, but the way that I'm thinking of it is that we've got Fume Knight in the back there, the junk in the trunk, and if that Seamoth ever dies, I probably am not going to name the next one Fume Knight Mark II, I'll name it something else. Same with this Cyclops, if this one dies, then the next one will be, you know, somebody else who requested the name of a to be named after a vehicle. In the meantime, the people who put in name requests but won't get a vehicle, they'll get an important base. I have little enough names on the list that I can give them an important base. Like, so the next important base will go to somebody, and then the next, you know, so on and so forth. But just because you've been named after a base does not mean that you won't get named after a vehicle. That's the way it's gonna work. I'm really pleased that people thought that was a good idea as well, because it warms my heart that you guys are kind of wanting to get involved in that way, so I like it. Anyway, what am I doing here again? There is a couple things that I'm doing. Yes, I've got it. Okay, so first of all, I need a beacon. Gonna get to work.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know, before I do the beacon thing, because I'm still quite low on this stuff, yeah, let me go pop this in my inventory upstairs. By the way, you may have noticed I've messed with the FOV again and put it back down to like 80-ish. Just because it kind of felt natural that way, everything was feeling a bit too big. Reduces heat byproduct to increase energy efficiency. That's really good. As I mentioned, I don't think I have the thing for that. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Cyclops upgrades, Cyclops energy efficiency mod. Okay, so I can make it, but I don't have any of the lab stuff. So we're gonna go stick that in the Cyclops once it's time. So I might change its color to like primary white and then the stripes black, because honestly at night it is hard to tell where I'm pointing from the camera views, just because it's black and then the world is black, so it's hard to see black on black. Black. What am I doing again? I'm gonna nip that out there, and then I'm going to put this stuff in lockers, which I have done. Good. Well, this titanium can go. This is because we are overdue to examine a wreck which is nearby. Right, this way. The energy efficiency module will actually be extremely useful because it has been a challenge to keep this thing powered. And whilst it is fairly easy, how do I do this again? I think I need to come up here. It has been fairly easy to keep, to recharge it. It is time consuming. All right, here we go. Upgrades, anxious upgrades, stick that in. Energy efficiency now 300%. That's good news. Get some dinner as well. Is there anything how little you need to set up to be self-sufficient out here? I think I may have just dropped one. No. One bulbul tree and then you replant it. By the time you need to go to the next one, you're good as gold. I'll just eat this, because why the hell not? Right, so. We want to go this way. There has been a discharge in the kelp forest over here, which has been calling to me for some time. Now, I do wonder, if I take this off, there's the wonderful speedy spawning of the reefbacks. Beacon manager, here we go. So this, stranded near cave system under attack. Shallows, there's sea glide damage. I think that was this one. Oh, maybe not. Is there one that's really nearby? 1,000 meters, 900 meters, 1,500 meters, 480 meters that way. Maybe that is the one. I feel like I wanted to check that one out. Here we go. Again, because I did check it out, but I really didn't hang around for very long due to a combination of fear and I think just wrapping up the episode, honestly. So out we go. Let's be careful. Traffic's a little crowded today, and it's night. Not that night is anything that we really need to worry about. Do 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 do. Yes, that is Sarah Was Never. Ever since releasing that Dragon Age episode recently where I listened to the tavern song Sarah Was Never, it has been stuck very firmly in my mind brain. It's a very catchy tune. Very simple. You gotta admire it. Okay, let's not get overboard here. I don't want to crash, so let's just use the camera. Hang on, how's this doing? No hint of a sunrise just yet. So I'm on the screw. What I want to be is in the keel. I'm pointing this direction. Ah, crap. Always with the lights. But I should be fine. I don't think there's anything out here to attract attention for. So here... Good, I was right. That's a lot of fish I just hit. Okay, we're here now. Let's find a good spot. These lights, they're a bit much. In terms of clarity, not amazing. Alright, so this. We can keep the lights on in here, I think that's fine. Let's go to bed. Make it day. Make it so. Make it day. A doobie doobie doo ba 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 da. Here we go. Stop stretching, time to get up. Breakfast time. No time for breakfast. Don't know how he doesn't get thirsty overnight. I sure as hell do. Nope. Let me up.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
If the Cyclops was a website, it would be clunky and uncoordinated. There's too many clicks to get to the thing you actually want.
All systems online.
So here we go. Here is said life pod. First of all, I'm going to double check it. Life pod 3. Going to double check it for damage. Indeed, it is damaged. I wonder how that happened. I don't know. But Simon suggests they went out that way. Towards the Aurora, perhaps? That's my Cyclops, so no need to get freaked out about that. But let me put on, just for context, Fungi Tower and Sunbeam View. Just try and triangulate my position. So there's Sunbeam View over that way, and there's Fungi Tower over that way. And then over this direction should be somewhere the Wreckage. So as long as I can avoid pissing off the locals too much, I should be fine. All this stuff here. And I'm just looking for, like, some cache wrecks. So there's grav trap fragments and stuff like that, which is great, but this is all fairly basic shiz. What's new that we can find, I wonder? Also, it'd be nice if, like, things like beacon fragments would give you, instead of just titanium, would sometimes give you, like, copper or an element of their actual tool construction. But I see from a game perspective why they did not do that. Ah, is it here? The wreckage from where we were told. Could you not? Yes, I know I was holding a sea glide. I'm not anymore. Go away. Right, lovely. Now, was this the one that I saw, I wonder? There's not much around for it. Okay, here's a laser cutter door and a bioreactor fragment, which is nice. But there should be something nice in here. This is the laser cutter, right? There we go. Keep myself safe. We'll cut into this. Have a nice peaceful salvaging of a couple wrecks today. There's maybe a more dangerous task that I want to get on later. But we've already done the Aurora, which is great. And after this wreckage, presuming it is the right wreckage, my bearings are still a little off. I thought there was one in here for a second there. God, they love trying to give you your mobile vehicle bay fragment. They really do. My air is becoming an issue.
30 seconds.
Forgot about that. Alley. That ultra high capacity tank is becoming more and more tempting. And there's a PDA down there. I did not miss this. About Bart.
New PDA data.
The man himself. Nobody has really told me to go after this wreckage, so I'm guessing it doesn't really have anything too noteworthy in it. So it's almost just for the sake of crossing off the list that I'm engaging in this just now. God, I don't even need the bloody laser cutter. Yes, yes, very, very simple. Very, very... very, very strange. These are presumably stalkers. Somebody sent me a size comparison chart recently about what the stalkers are actually like. Stalkers are basically the size of, from what I can tell, large dogs. And bone sharks are basically double the size of horses. It's... the FOV in this game, unfortunately, does not really do them justice. I'm going to head back a little ways towards Fungi Tower just so I can make absolutely sure that my bearings are correct in identifying this wreckage, because I was even simpler than I was expecting, honestly. So here's that. And then the wreckage was definitely somewhere over here. My triangulatatron seems to indicate that that is indeed the relevant wreckage. I'm gonna go nick this guy's dental equipment. You never not need a bit more titanium. I don't even know how I'm doing for supplies. It's been that long since I last played. And I say that long, it's been 2 weeks. Which is technically the amount of time that I should be waiting between playing Subnautica. But I get all excited and I want to play it again. Plus, I need to be a little more careful about this. I can't, it's not like Dragon Age. I can't sit down for, you know, 2.5 hours, or not even 2.5 hours, like 3.5 hours. Bang out 8 episodes and that be that. There's a lot more editing involved, there's a lot more cutting involved with Subnautica. Yeah, this was the wreckage. I know I can't even find the other bit right now, but it certainly feels like it. What else am I doing? Yeah, okay, well, let's load ourselves back into the Dawnlit. And we will carry on our wayward son, where we're going next.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, here we are back at Fungi Tower, which people have told me looks dodgy. It does not look dodgy at all. You're wrong. I'm right. Everything's innocent in the world, and there's no such thing as we. But I did bring you back here for a reason. That reason is to find out more about Bart Torgal. Vice President of Torgal Corp, lost in space near planet 4546b. Age of time and experience 19. The only legitimate child of Paul Torgal. Beneficiary of enhanced learning techniques and cerebral implants. I suppose maybe that's common for richer families. Digi-trained in advanced biochemistry and stellar economics. Emissary Kassar reports Bart was accompanying his father to a newly constructed deep space station where he was to serve a 5-year term as Chief Operating Officer. But he died instead because he wanted to. Right, so I'm here, I have the materials for a beacon, and I want to go out to that place where I discovered, where I basically set up my new base in the danger biome. I don't know what it's called, the bulb biome, the electric biome. There's thousands of not too flattering names that I could call it as well, but I will avoid that. We're gonna do a bit more exploration out there. Okay, here we are, and only a minor ampule attack who decided to get way too freaking high for its taste. And when I say high, I of course mean intoxicated by weed. Grow up, children. Let's turn this guy off.
Engine powering down.
It's doing pretty well considering I had to run it for a couple minutes in silent running, like in the energy efficiency module, a lot so far. Right, but we don't need the lights on up here, we do need our Seamoth. Despite some misgivings about bringing the bloody fume knight out in here again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's an ampule over there.
Online.
Here's my area. So this base really is a nothing, as far as I'm concerned. So it's not going to be named after anybody. It's an expedition base. If I ever upgrade it, then yes, it will get a proper name. What's that? But for now, it less needs a name and more of just an identifier. So I'm gonna call it, let's see. I'm gonna call it E3. Bulb base. E3 because it is technically the 3rd expedition base. Can this thing sprout legs, please? I would hate to think of it losing structural integrity because of the game's stupidity.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ta-da, here I am. I wanted to store a little bit of titanium in here, but also use my habitat builder to create a couple of these of the composite plant pots. So I have a theory that you can more or less run a food supply on 3 of these bad boys, maybe even just 2. But we brought enough for 3, so we'll make 3. I need to nip back up to the Cyclops to grab a couple of the relevant seeds. I love looking up and seeing the Cyclops there. It's like the friendly hand of God. Just hanging out. Where am I? Okay, so I need marble melons and 2 of these, and that will do nicely. I still haven't fully accepted marble melons into my heart as a reliable food source, mainly because it seems like slightly more effort than bulb bushes, but I don't know if that's true. I haven't really got a farm dedicated to it just yet. And now is not that time either, apparently. There you go, stick these in here. Lovely. Okay, so, let's have a quick cursory check of this base over here. Where's the Seamoth? Safe and sound over here. It's not a long trip, but it's important to keep your supply of oxygen nearby. This is further out than the shallows, so there's a good chance that something nice may be nearby it. What's around the perimeter? A nice data box. Okay, we're good. Oh shit, I didn't... Nice! Nice!
New blueprint acquired.
Very, very nice. Okay, better stick on the laser cutter. Uh-huh. Lovely. Now I know what I'm looking for with those terminals. I always thought there must be something that I was missing with them. I didn't realize it was so obvious, though. I think that's the Ampiel, and that sound may mean it's attacking my Seamoth. I better get out there. Where's it gone? Oh, I'm at the wrong side. It's not an Ampiel, it's a bone shark. The bone shark has indeed not been harassing my Seamoth. It is now. Fucking place, man. This a fucking place. It's probably just not, like... Oops. It's so close by. Okay, here's the plan. Gotta be freaking careful. I don't want to lose it silly. That may be something I do. If, like, a vehicle dies for, like, a stupid reason, then I might use Mark 1 and Mark 2 and stuff like that until, like, it has a death befitting its purpose. Like, the way that Abel died, that's a good death for a vehicle. That is a notable death. How the first Seamoth died would not have been a good death for a vehicle. Ah, here's the water purifier. Excellent. Which is kind of moot at this point because of bulbul trees and their wonderful hydration. Stasis rifle fragment? No, but I could use the titanium. Ah! See, they look bigger now with that FOV. Bloody things. I wonder what I could, What's this? A chick pot plant or a chic pot plant? Not a major thing.
New blueprint acquired.
Bone shark? No, and I haven't explored in there just yet. That looks unharangued. Although I'll check. I can do it as much as I need to breathe oxygen anyway, so I suppose that interval should be fine. There we go. We are breathing. Pretty soon I'll need to wrap this episode up, but you know, it's not too long started. Alright, let's go in here, see what's to see. I've already discovered something pretty nifty. These almost never have anything good in them though. Still all kinda useful. Well, let's disappoint that laser cutter place only had a battery and shit. I mean, there's this carry-all. I'll pick it up. Maybe that'd be useful for anybody, but it's just, I feel there's something I'm missing in here. Perhaps not. Who knows, not everything needs to adhere to game logic. So it's this room, it's the laser cutter room, and it's this room here. So that's fine. Lovely. But not that lovely. Notice how I'm at 1 with the fishies now? They have nothing to fear from me. They don't even need salt. I am 1 with the salt. I am, as they say, salty. With this down here. No. I also don't know where that bone shark is. But I think I've explored this entire wreckage.
30 seconds.
Okie dokie, yes, yes, I think I'm almost certain. Ow! Wow, that was a knock and a half. Alright, just a quick scout for anything else of interest. There's a lot of these kind of lovely little bushes down here. Bone sharks flipping into the world. But nothing else that really grabs me fancy. God, stop knocking off the world. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Just a couple of relaxing wreckage scans, crossing a couple of minor things from my to-do list. It's the wreckage out there we'd already explored. In the next episode, there's a couple things I want to do. You'll see. Thanks for watching, everybody.